So this useless, stupid bill, all these stupid bills they keep passing in parliament, they are not serving us anything. Let them start passing bills that are progressive. Let them start passing bills that are going to talk about, building an indigenous economy in the traditional authorities where we have access to land at a very economical, affordable rate.
Even if somebody gives a black man in South Africa R1 billion cash, so what's going to happen? Are you going to see a new town developing somewhere? Are you going to see a new industry developing somewhere? Uzombona gijima up and down ngama Ferrari and young girls being pedophilic.
We got a ball out of control. YOLO. Gotta make them see.
That's why I'm a woman. No,
Have to make it rain.
No.
They need to see that I've arrived.
See that you have arrived.
Of course.
And then what? And there's a problem with us
make it
black
rain
people.
on the honeys.
So if Penuel has arrived,
The Instagram girls are waiting.
and then what happens?
We have a good time.
Is it not prostitution?
In South Africa, the leadership landscape is as complex as it is dynamic. With a mix of seasoned politicians and emerging voices, the decisions they make directly impact our economy and daily lives. One pressing issue is the de-dollarization of the dollar, which poses challenges for our trade and inflation. As the dollar weakens, tariffs on imports become a hot topic, affecting everything from food prices to consumer goods. But it's not just about economics. Crime remains a significant concern for every South African. The rising rates of theft, violence, and corruption create an environment of fear and uncertainty. Citizens are demanding accountability and effective solutions from their leaders. The intersection of tariffs and crime is crucial. As the economy struggles, so does public safety. It's a cycle that needs breaking, and it starts with strong leadership and community engagement.
They make barriers that are so tough that it's impossible to qualify. So tariffs are a big part of it, but there's another big part of it, and that's barriers. They also do something else. They manipulate their currency, and they drive it down. They want to have low currencies. It sounds better to have a high currency, a strong dollar or whatever, but they bring their currency down, and when it competes with our currency, it's very hard to sell a tractor. It's very hard to sell product because their currency is low and ours is much higher relatively. And so it makes it very hard. I speak to a lot of companies that do business, tractor companies, and they say it's so hard to sell because what they've done is they've lowered the yen or they've lowered the yuan or they've lowered their currency so that it's very hard to compete. We don't want that either. So we have a lot of things that we're talking about, but we're going to fix it properly, and it's going to be fair to everybody. And in the end, I think we're going to have a world that does a lot better, but they have to respect the United States. And nobody but me would do this. Nobody but me would do this. It would be nice to serve a nice, easy term, but we have an opportunity to change the fabric of our country. We have an opportunity to reset the table on trade.
Welcome back to, and today we're exploring a topic that's been making waves in economics and finance, de-dollarization. In a shocking move, no less than 11 nations from the Commonwealth of Independent States have announced plans to reduce American currency dependency, raising concerns about the US dollar collapse and marking a major global shift from dollar dominance in international trade. The move is being seen as a significant step towards de-dollarization, with these 11 nations seeking to reduce their reliance on the US dollar. This historic economic move is sending shockwaves through global markets, with many experts wondering what this means for the future of the US dollar. This move is part of a growing trend of de-dollarization, with more and more countries seeking to promote their currencies and financial systems. In 2025, we can expect to see even more countries joining this movement as they seek to reduce their dependence on the US dollar. So, what does this mean for global markets? The concerns about a US dollar collapse are real, and many experts are warning of a potential economic downturn. However, others see this as an opportunity for emerging economies to gain more influence and promote their currencies. Let's take a closer look at a recent case study that highlights the importance of transparency and accountability in government institutions. In South Africa, several high-ranking officials in the South African Police Service, SAPS, have been implicated in corruption and fraud cases, including General Fahlane and Lieutenant General Shezi. The cases against General Fahlane and Lieutenant General Shezi demonstrate the need for strong institutions and effective governance. The IPID's investigations and court cases have shown that corruption and abuse of power will not be tolerated. This has implications for the global economy, as countries with strong institutions and transparent governance are more likely to attract investment and promote economic growth. That's it for today's video on de-dollarization and corruption in government institutions. The move toward de-dollarization is a significant trend that will have far-reaching implications for the global economy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on economics, finance, and more. See you in the next video.